Alright everybody, today we are doing a side dish for potatoes. It's gonna have potatoes cut into chunks, a little bit of vegetable oil, whatever kind is cheap, and Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Hidden Valley Ranch, of course, being named after the Hidden Valley where all the Nazis escaped to in Argentina after World War II. What we're gonna do is we're gonna chop these fuckers into cubes. More or less you want to do the even cooking, even cutting kind of rule. Or at least in 2 dimensions the potatoes are going to be the same size. And that way the heat can get in there. Alright, so that's about the same. I'm going to chop up about 3 of them. And then we're going to throw it in this fucking bowl over here. You can use a plastic bag for this too, but I prefer the bowl because reasons. Alright, 1. Here, I like doing it like this because that way the fucker just slides in there. No drama, no bullshit. Now, this thing is going to go awesome with the surprise portion of the course today. You fuckers are in for a treat. Alright, 2. And there you go. Fucking potatoes. 2. Now if you fucking cut them all willy-nilly, where some pieces are small, some pieces are large, you're going to get with a bunch of burnt pieces and a bunch of raw pieces, and that's just not fun for everybody, or anybody I should say. But as long as 2 sides of them are about the same width, you can get in there. Well, 1 or 2 potatoes will be enough. Fuck it. There you go, baby. Might be making too many potatoes, but I don't care. There's little chunks we're not going to worry about. The cool part is if you forget to clean up after yourself after you do potatoes, this shit is going to reek to high heaven. It's going to have this nice dark film over it. Alright, so got a bowl of potatoes, right? Vegetable oil. The really cheap shit too. Don't spend money on food. That is never worth it. Alright, put a bunch of oil in there for reasons. Now, where the hell did I put it? There it is. Alright, and next we are going to get 1 packet of the original ranch dressing from Hidden Valley Ranch. Just taste the Holocaust. There we go. Alright, so cool part about my bowl. It's got a lid. Put the lid on there, and you remember how we did the salad back in the day? Same plan. See how that turned out. There you go, perfectly coated potatoes, just the way God intended. Alright, so the hard part about this is you need special shit to cook them on. Motherfucker. Not you. Not you either. Where the hell did all these go? Okay. Alright, I got one of these little fucking sheets. Got these grates on them. Kind of like the I think I made chicken like this with one of these fuckers before. Take those out, and you're going to pick and choose. Put them all peel side down. Right about now is where you want to remember that you forgot to preheat the oven. You want the oven to be at like 425 for these, and they're going to take about an hour, maybe 45 minutes to cook. So that'll give us plenty of time to prepare the rest of our food. Alright, so we got all this shit. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. Piece is too small, throw it away. Otherwise it'll just be over there burned. Now if you want to cook these faster, make smaller chunks. But I like big chunks, and I cannot lie. All you other tubers can deny. And that's about as far as I want to go with that before it's going to get R-rated. We don't want a fucking R rating on this video, do we? No, we don't. Man, trying to keep me down. There's some fucking more food. Yeah, I've pretty much given up on the whole skin on the bottom thing. But if you want it to all come out even and pretty, that's the way you want to set it up. Alright. Right about there. So we ended up wasting most of a potato, which is good. These potatoes need to get wasted every now and then. There you go. I'm gonna throw this bitch right in the oven as soon as it preheats. But first I gotta wash my hands, because I'm nothing if I'm not sanitary. So the oven's preheating to 425. This fucker's gonna go in, and then we're gonna work on the second course. Well, same course, but the main meal. Today for the main course, we're gonna make something extra special. This is like my favorite fucking thing to make. You guys ready? Ta-da! Motherfucking steak. Look at that. If that don't make your panties wet, you're not a real man. First thing we're gonna do is trim it. For that I'm gonna need my trimming knife, which this is not. Where the fuck did it go? There we go. Alright, so some folks say you want to get the steak up to room temperature before you cook it. Doesn't fucking matter. Alright, take the steak. There's a bone that runs right across here. This little guy's a bone in New York strip. We're gonna cut that bone out the best we can. You're gonna want a sharp fucking knife for this too, because there's all sorts of crap holding that bone on. Alright, so. And the reason why I take the bone out is because it prevents the steak from sticking to what I'm gonna cook it in. Alright, this knife refuses to be fucking sharp. Alright, bitch. Time for the big boy. There we go. So, best part about cutting meat is if you cut yourself real bad, you won't notice until you're halfway done. There you go. Some more bone here. Because fucking of course there is. Alright. Now this steak is about 1 pound. So don't bitch at me about fucking cutting off all the good parts. Gonna leave some of the fat on there, but we don't need this big ass chunk over here. If you can eat a pound steak by yourself without and still fucking feel the need for more, and go out and go for a fucking run or something. There you go, cut off that gristle. The more time you spend with it right now, the better it'll be when it's finally fucking finished. Take some of that shit off. I am gonna leave a little bit, but this is just redonkulous. This is the kind of shit that turns all chewy and crappy. Alright, so we got ourselves a steak, right? Here's what we're gonna do to it. Now, the potatoes are already in the oven. They're gonna take about 45 minutes to cook. So while those are cooking, I'm gonna get some kosher salt. Or kosher. It's the one thing the Jews know, is how to salt meat. There we go. Just cover both sides in it. Don't be shy. Now what this is going to do is kind of dry out the top layer of the steak, but it ain't going to dry it too deep. This will save me a little bit of heartache in the future. I got McCormick's Grill Mates Montreal Steak Seasoning. Dump all that shit on there too. You're going to want to pat this on thick too. Most of it will burn off as I'm cooking it. That's why it's so thick. But goddamn, that smells good. Alright, so we got steak number 1. And I'm expecting a lady friend over. So, steak number 2. This might be my steak. It's bigger. Nothing if not a greedy bastard. Garbage. Trim. I really wish my trimming knife was fucking sharp, but I got nobody to blame for that but Obama. Number 2. Oh, goddamn floor. There we go. There's that bone that goes straight across. Cool part about steaks is if you go to a butcher shop, like I do, that's located in the middle of a supermarket, they actually charge you less for the bone-in shit per pound, and if you go through the trouble of butchering it yourself, you end up getting more meat for less. And if there's a bone in it, then you know it's a fucking cow, because I don't think dogs have bones that big. So, here we go. We're gonna take this fucking chunk out. It's all gristle anyway. Oh yeah, that's the oven telling me that it's heating up the potatoes. Whoops. Salt first. You want the salt to actually touch the meat. Giggity. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to salt on this fucking steak today, hey. Main thing I'm using the salt for is to get that dry layer on there so when I actually start cooking it, this fucker won't burn down my house, but still will. It's alright though. It does matter, just not a lot. There you go, a whole lot of fucking meat, a whole lot of fucking pepper. And holy fuck, where'd I put the steak plate? I put it in the garbage, because I'm a fucking genius. Alright, plate number 2. There. Now while the potatoes are cooking, these will sit outside. Well, not outside, more like on the counter. That way they get to room temperature, which really does not matter. You shouldn't worry too much about that. And hopefully these things will be done in like 10 minutes, so they'll get 30 minutes to soak all that flavor in. Again, most of that flavoring gonna burn right off these fuckers when I throw them. What the fuck is that? It's a spider. Bye, you little fucker. A jumping spider. There. Fucking asshole. Alright. We're gonna cook it in one of these. Stainless steel pot. Nice and rusted, that way you know it's real. You're gonna throw this bitch on the heat. And you're going to heat it up to as hot as the stove gets it. And when it's ready to go, it's going to be a beautiful light show of smoke and fire. It's just the way God intended. It's like grilling indoors, setting off smoke detectors. Talk to y'all when it's ready to cook. Once you get the smell of potatoes all over the house, oh yeah, you like my nice little track marks. Once you get the smell of potato all over your house, that means the potatoes are almost ready to go. Gives you about 15 minutes before they start getting done. So, in that 15 minutes, I'm going to take this pot, those steaks, and cook the shit out of them. And by pot, of course, I mean pan. So you can tell if your pan's warm enough. You just throw a little bit of water on it and you wait until that shit boils off. So, while that's doing its thing, we got the steak right over here. So, this little bad boy is going to get the special treatment. I could put the oil into the pan and have a big fire. Or I can just put a little bit of oil onto the steak and accomplish the same thing. This is kind of important because what the oil is going to do is transfer the heat over to the meat. You can't have meat without the heat. There you go. Try not to throw so much of that shit off, but it's mostly going to get burnt to the pan anyway. Alright, that water's evaporated. Let's see how hot it is. It's getting there. Not just yet though, it can still get a little hotter. gonna want to prep some stuff. Temperature thermometer, not to be used rectally. And these fuckers, which are jammed. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Tongs. Why tongs? Because only animals use freaking forks to flip steaks. Right there. You see how that water's hopping? Alright. This is solid steel. Or cast iron, I should say. The handle is also cast iron. Don't be fucking grabbing that handle without a glove on. So, we know the pot's good and heavy. I'm putting oil on the other steak right now. Tap that shit down. Flip it. Do the same shit on the other side. Alright. So, oh yeah, look at all that smoke. You're gonna fucking love this. Ready? Steady. Yeah. Hear all that? That's awesome. There's one. There's two. No matter what you hear or what you see, you don't flip these fucking things for like 3 or 4 minutes. And depending on whether or not I figure out how to use the editing software, I'll make this a little shorter. So you guys don't have to sit here. Oh man, that smells so good. So good. So, while you're doing this, you're going to want to do a couple of things around the house. First, turn off your central air conditioning unless you want the entire house to smell like steak. Second, open up every window and door because this is going to be fucking horrible before it's over. Alright. Just let it do its thing. Let it burn. Be patient. If you flip it too early, you're going to fuck it up. You're only going to want to flip this once. Probably should have checked the time though before I put it on there. Fuck it. I was going to do something. Oh yeah, check the potatoes. Alright, so the oven's preheated to 425. Once I'm done here, I'm going to throw it in the oven. So, holy shit, that's a lot of smoke. That's what you're looking for, by the way. That smoky shit. See if the camera picks up the waving. Alright, I'm going to move the camera somewhere safer, because this is going to escalate quickly. Cool, so we're about to flip these suckers. They will be stuck a little bit, but not a lot of it. Oh yeah, you see all that smoke? That means it's good. Yeah. Maybe if I move the camera just a little bit. Right about there. So, we're going to flip the steaks and we're going to leave them on that side for another like 3-4 minutes. This is why you want it to open everything in the entire fucking house, because that's going to look like a doorway to hell. Or just sit back and watch. Now if you like rare steak, after this, it'll be done. Me, I like my steak well done. Why? Because fuck you. That's why. I like my steak well done. Alright. So while that's burning, start cleaning shit up and get ready to put them somewhere. Now if I don't put salt on them, that'll be even worse. Alright, let's see how they do. Oh no, this is still way too soft. So, we got the steak burning. We got the oven being warm. And I don't want to waste too much camera, so I'll show you all when it's time to throw them in the oven. Alright, I'm trying out the zoom lens on this thing. As you can see, the house is more or less on fire. I've opened the front door, and I got a fan going. So what I'm going to do is turn this fucker sideways like this, and sear the sides real nice. Holy shit, if I can only see the steak. There we go, that's about good. To the other side. If I can grab it, if I can see it. Alright. Burn, burn, burn. A wicker cabinet. Sharp, quiet, and also frail. Oh yeah! Let me have it. Oh shit, door closed. Alright, my assistant's on. Now I'm gonna grab this little piece of butter. Cut this fucker in half. Put one on each. Steak. There you go. Piece of butter for you. Piece of butter for you. Take this fucker, throw it in the oven before it's too goddamn late. Oh shit, son. Again, wear a fucking glove. So, turn the camera off, set it towards the oven, see if I can get a better view. Okay, let's see if this works. Turn the oven light on. Steak's been in there for about a minute or two. Hope you enjoyed the look at my ass. And that's what we're looking at right there. Potatoes are up top. See them getting nice and brown? Probably not. And the steaks are on the bottom getting over to their well done positions. I'll see you all when it's time to take all this shit out. Holy fuck, that's a lot of smoke. Oh god. Alright, let's take this fucker out. See how we done did. Got our meat thermometer. We got our gate to hell. Boom! Those are some fucking good looking steaks, are they not? Look at them all glistening and shit. See what the internal temperature is. And we're gonna go with Fahrenheit, because we're not French fuckers Celsiusing everything. Alright, internal temperature, we are looking for about 170. We are at 165. God damn it, give me back my thermometer, you fucker. The other side. Flip it. Get a nice scorch mark on both sides. Now, this is real important to note. Those are not burn marks. Like, the meat is not going to be sour and shit. It's going to be delicious. You gotta have faith. Baby! Alright, so, oven is off because the potatoes are about done too. Take those fuckers out. There you go. Now check this shit out. Okay, how do I do this? Alright, got two hands. I'm a grown ass man. I can figure this out. Okay, pick this up first. Move this over. Oh god! And boom! Look at those potatoes, all golden and crisp and shit. Let's see if I can zoom this bitch. Okay. Look at the texture on that son of a bitch. That's the way God intended. We're gonna take the steaks. We're gonna put them on a plate to rest. Oh, fuck you. Alright. Plate. You know, I just realized I put that pan on a hot burner. Steak. And that'll chill out over there for a bit. There we go, two perfect fucking steaks. Juices and shit all flowing. We're gonna let the steak sit for about 5 minutes, maybe a little longer. Meanwhile, turn everything off and pray to God that nobody called the fire department while I take this fucker off the hot burner before I destroy my goddamn thing. Alright, so see you guys when it's time to get a plate ready in about 5 minutes. Alright, we got the fan in the background, we got the steak in front of us. I'm gonna cut into this thing and see how it came out. Right down the middle. Right there. See all the juices pouring out of it? I don't know if you can tell, but it's got that nice little getting darker than pink, which is just the way I like it, but not completely brown, the way God intended. There you go. So we got motherfucking steak. Motherfucking potatoes. So we chopped up like 3 potatoes for this, right? And we used 2.5 spuds, which means that everybody for 2 steaks gets like 1 1/4 potato. It's math. It's got to be true. So we got potato, we got steak, and the only thing missing is some fucking salad. Everybody has already known my well documentation of love of salad, but as a side dish for this fucker, it's absolutely awesome to have. So, same plan. Put the fucking salad in, twist it, use your hands, they're fucking clean. Well, I hope they're clean, and if not, well, it's your own dick you've been beating anyway, so who cares? So, we got steak, salad, fucking dinner done. Bon appetite.